In the year 2142, the Wayland-Yutani Corporation, always in pursuit of new technology and scientific advancements, sends an automated probe to investigate the remnants of the USCSS Nostromo. The probe is programmed to scan the debris field and identify any useful materials. As it moves through the wreckage, it detects an unusual, cocoon-like structure that appears to be well preserved. Following protocol, the probe carefully retrieves the specimen and secures it in a containment unit before transmitting its findings back to the corporation. The object is then transported to Renaissance, an old research station that has been inactive for years. Wayland-Yutani scientists begin their analysis, unaware that what they have recovered may pose a greater risk than expected. On LV-410, a remote mining planet known to its workers as Jackson's Star, survival is a daily challenge. The planet is locked in perpetual darkness, with thick clouds of toxic gas obscuring the sky. Strong winds carry dust and chemicals across the barren landscape, and the harsh conditions make it difficult to live outside the mining facilities. Artificial floodlights illuminate the work zones, where laborers spend long hours extracting valuable minerals for Wayland-Yutani. Among the workers is 25-year-old Rain Carradine. Orphaned at a young age, she has spent most of her life under the corporation's employment, bound by a contract that offers little opportunity for freedom. The routine is demanding, and the company provides few options for advancement. Still, Rain holds onto the hope of leaving Jackson's Star and finding a better life elsewhere. Her closest companion is Andy, an android that her father reprogrammed before his death. Unlike other synthetics, Andy is designed to be more than just an assistant. He acts as a protector and a source of support for Rain. Though he follows logical reasoning, his programming allows him to prioritize her well-being in a way that makes him feel more like a trusted friend than just another machine. After years of working under strict corporate control, Rain is determined to leave Jackson's Star. She reconnects with her ex-boyfriend Tyler, who shares her frustration with their situation. Together, they start making plans to escape. Tyler suggests Ivaga 3, a planet rumored to be outside Wayland-Yutani's control, as their destination. Reports suggest it has a more livable environment, offering the possibility of a new start. To make the journey, they will need cryostasis pods to survive the 9-year trip through deep space. The abandoned space station Renaissance, still orbiting the planet, is believed to have functioning pods. Rain and Tyler gather a small group to join them. Kay, Tyler's pregnant sister, who wants a better future for her child. Bjorn, their cousin, who is willing to take the risk for a fresh start. And Navarro, Bjorn's adopted sister and an experienced pilot. Together, they prepare for the difficult journey ahead, knowing the Renaissance could be their only chance at escape. However, they have little information about the station's current condition, and what they find there may be more dangerous than they expect. The group boards the hauler called Corbelan 4, an older but functional transport vessel, and sets course for the Renaissance. The station, which was once a research facility, has remained untouched for years. It consists of 2 main sections, Romulus and Remus, named after figures from Earth's history. As they approach, the station appears abandoned, its structure intact but silent. Upon docking, they enter the station cautiously. The air inside is stale and the corridors are dimly lit, showing signs of age and disuse. Their footsteps echo as they move through the empty hallways searching for the cryostasis pods. When they finally find them, their relief is short-lived. The pods are intact, but they lack the coolant necessary for long-term use. Without it, the trip to Ivega 3 is impossible. Determined to continue, Tyler, Bjorn, and Andy set out to locate additional coolant. As they explore the lower levels of the station, they unknowingly trigger an automated security override. Unbeknownst to them, this action releases several dormant facehuggers, parasitic organisms that have been contained within the station's research labs. The first attack happens quickly. Navarro, caught off guard, is unable to react in time as one of the creatures latches onto her face. The others attempt to intervene, but it is too late. The parasite has already begun the process of implanting its embryo. Panic sets in as the group realizes the gravity of the situation. The station is not as abandoned as they thought. Something was left behind, and now it is awake. With the situation growing more dangerous, Rain realizes they need more information. She and Tyler manage to reactivate Rook, the station's damaged science officer android, hoping it can provide answers. When Rook powers up, its voice is distorted at first, its systems struggling after years of inactivity. Once it stabilizes, its tone is precise and analytical, reflecting its Wayland-Yutani programming, which prioritizes data over human concerns. Rook quickly explains what happened on the Renaissance. The station was not simply abandoned. It became the site of an unauthorized research project. Years earlier, a Weyland-Yutani probe recovered a strange cocoon from the wreckage of the USCSS Nostromo. Inside was a xenomorph, a highly dangerous organism. Scientists on the Renaissance attempted to study it, intrigued by its biological capabilities, but their experiments quickly got out of control. The xenomorph escaped containment, and the station's crew was unable to stop it. Security measures failed, and emergency protocols were ineffective. The creature eliminated most of the personnel, while others were used as hosts for new xenomorphs. Those who survived either evacuated or were eventually killed, leaving the Renaissance uninhabited. As Rain and the others take in this information, they realize the full extent of their problem. Navarro, who was attacked by a facehugger, is already beyond help. Rook confirms that she has been implanted with an embryo and there is no way to remove it. The group is left with the difficult understanding that they cannot save her. What was meant to be a mission to escape Jackson's star has now turned into a fight for survival inside a station where xenomorphs have already claimed control. Bjorn, unable to accept Navarro's fate, makes a desperate decision. Ignoring Rain's warnings, he carries her to the Corbelan 4, determined to get her off the station before it's too late. His only thought is to save her, despite the danger. However, before he can leave, Navarro's condition worsens. She regains consciousness for only a moment before her body convulses violently. Within seconds, something forces its way out of her chest. Bjorn is left frozen in shock as a small, rapidly moving creature emerges, covered in blood. As the newborn xenomorph instinctively lashes out, Bjorn has no chance to defend himself. The Corbelan 4, now out of control, crashes into the Renaissance's Romulus hangar, causing severe damage. The impact destabilizes the station, knocking out key systems and sending it into a slow descent toward LV-410's rings. The alarms blare as emergency protocols attempt to compensate, but the station is now in an irreversible downward spiral. During the chaos, the situation worsens. Kay is taken by a fully grown xenomorph. The creature appears suddenly, moving quickly and efficiently, and drags her into the station's dark corridors before anyone can react. Rain and Tyler are left momentarily frozen, trying to process what has happened. They want to go after her, but they are faced with an unexpected obstacle. Andy. Their android companion, who had always been loyal, now refuses to help. "I cannot comply with this course of action," he states in a calm, neutral tone. Rain stares at him in disbelief. "What do you mean?" "The organism has taken Kay for a reason," Andy explains. "This is not random. It is strategic. Interfering is not recommended." The meaning behind his words becomes clear. Since Rook was reactivated, Andy has reverted to following Weyland-Yutani's protocols. His priority is now observation and data collection rather than protecting them. He will not intervene. Now, with the station falling apart and Kay still missing, Rain and Tyler must make a choice. Leave now or try to rescue her before it's too late. Rook provides one last piece of useful information. During their research, the station's scientists developed a substance called Z01. Derived from the facehuggers, it was meant to enhance human survival in extreme environments, but its effects remain unknown. Determined to find Kay, Rain, and Tyler make their way into the xenomorph hive, deep within the station. The corridors have been transformed, coated with a thick, organic substance that seems to pulse under the dim emergency lighting. The air is heavy, and every sound echoes ominously. They find Kay cocooned in the hive, alive but weak. Acting quickly, Tyler begins to cut her free while Rain stands guard. They know they do not have much time before the xenomorphs return. Just as expected, one of the creatures attacks. Tyler immediately fires his weapon, trying to hold it off. However, the xenomorph moves too quickly, avoiding most of his shots. Within seconds, it closes the distance, striking him before he can react. Tyler is fatally wounded, collapsing before Rain can reach him. Kay is barely able to stand, but with no time to grieve, Rain helps her move as fast as possible toward their only way out. The station is deteriorating around them as the Renaissance continues its descent. In the final act of Alien, Romulus, Rain, and Andy manage to escape the collapsing Renaissance station just before it crashes into LV-410's rings, destroying the facility and any remaining xenomorphs. However, their relief is short-lived. Kay, who had injected herself with the experimental Z01 fluid to counteract a xenomorph embryo growing inside her, begins to change rapidly. The substance triggers an unexpected transformation, and she gives birth to a hybrid creature, a fusion of human and alien traits. The organism matures at an unnatural speed, turning aggressive almost immediately. Realizing the threat, Rain acts quickly. She lures the creature into the cargo bay, sealing the airlock before ejecting it into the vacuum of space. The danger is over, but the cost has been high. Tyler and Bjorn are gone, Kay is dead, and Andy, though still functioning, has reverted to his Weyland-Yutani programming, prioritizing observation over human safety. As Rain prepares for the long journey to Ivaga 3, she is left with the unsettling knowledge that Weyland-Yutani's experiments are far from over. The company's pursuit of control over the xenomorph species has once again led to catastrophe, and as long as their research continues, the nightmare is unlikely to end.